Romans chapter 4. What will we conclude then that Abraham, our forefather, found concerning the physical body? You see, if Abraham was shown to be right from things he did, he has something to boast about, but not before God. What does the Old Testament say in Genesis 15:6? Abraham trusted God, and because of that, he was considered to be right. Now to the one working, pay is not considered to be about generosity, but about what is owed. Yet to the one not working, but trusting in him who makes the person who is not godly right, his trust is considered to be right. Does not David in Psalms 32:1 and 2 also mention the blessedness of the person whom God considers right apart from things he does? The people with crimes that have been forgiven and the people with sins that have been covered are blessed. The man against whom the master will not consider sin is blessed. Is this blessedness then on the circumcision only? Or is it on the uncircumcision too? Do we not say that the trust Abraham had was considered to be right? When then was this trust considered to be right? When Abraham was circumcised or uncircumcised? It was not when he was circumcised, but when he was uncircumcised. He received circumcision as an indication, a seal, that the trust an uncircumcised person has is right. This happens so that he might be a father of all the people who trust when they are uncircumcised, that they also might be considered right, and a father of circumcision. This is not for those who are only of circumcision, but it is for those who also march in step with the steps of the trust that our father Abraham had when he was uncircumcised. You see, the promise made to Abraham and to his descendant, the one who himself is to inherit the world, is not made using the law, but using the right way of trust. If the people who will receive the inheritance are from the law, the trust that Abraham had has been meaningless, and the promise given to him has been useless. You see, the law ends up producing punishment. This explains why there is no crime where there is no law. Because of this, the people who will receive the inheritance are people from trust, so that the promise being based on generosity might be solid to all of the descendants, not to those that are only from the law, but to those who also are from the trust of Abraham. He is the father of us all, as it is written in Genesis 17:5, I have set you up to be a father of many nations. This happened right in front of the one that Abraham trusted, God, the one who brings the dead back to life and who appoints things that do not exist as if they do exist. When every expectation that good would come was gone, he still trusted that good would come, that he would become the father of many nations based on that which was stated, this is what your descendants will be like. Even though he was not weak in trust, he still pondered his own body, now as good as dead, being about 100 years old, and the deadness of Sarah's womb. Yet he did not struggle when it came to trusting the promise of God, but as he considered God's greatness, he was strengthened in trust and was completely persuaded that God was also able to do what he had promised to do. Because of this, he was considered to be right. Now it was not written for him alone that he was considered to be right, but for us also, to whom it is intended that we be considered right because we trust on the one who brought Jesus our Master back to life from the dead. He was arrested for our wrong actions and was brought back to life so that our verdict would be not guilty.